Hey guys, I'm Shawn coming at you from Waco, Texas. Today we're going to learn Everybody Loves You Now by William Joel. All right. Do you get that? Some of you might have got that. See the shirt I'm wearing? And if you watch The Office, then you got that reference. Billy Joel. All right, great song. It's one of those that's really cool, that not really one of the hits, but it should be. It's a great song and a really cool piano part. We're going to learn that today. But guys, welcome to webpianoteacher.com, our online community where we gather together to learn, play, and share the music that we love, creating a culture of encouragement for all you guys out there who are trying to learn to play piano online. You can do it if you pick the right lessons and you know how to practice. That's what I try to do in every video to help you guys. Let's get to it. Okay, so we're going to learn this part one here, this one measure, which, man, is really enough to start with. Getting that first measure down, it took me a little while. I'm going to show you guys how to do that. But if you are a member of the website, you can, of course, watch the other videos. This is the free part one, and then we do the rest of it on the website. If you are a member, you can also download the sheet, which is very helpful with something like this. I like to put it on the screen and zoom in, and that way I can see just what I'm working on, and then I'm not troubled with all the rest of the song, just that one part, and then I can, zoom out if I'm ready to play large sections at one time. So that's a great way to practice. All right, guys, let's get to the lesson. I do have a Kawai MP11 SE in the studio. Love the grand piano sound that comes up. It's my favorite sound, and I use it for most. Oh, is my monitor crooked? How's that? Better? Okay, there we go. All right, it moves around a little bit on here as I get going with stuff like this that's rhythmic. All right, so this is not a beginner lesson. If you are a beginner, I recommend beginner lessons. Something easier. This is for late, intermediate, early, advanced, got people. Okay, so, and shout out to my friend Kevin, who I'm doing this for. He wanted to learn this song, so this is a surprise present for him. So enjoy it, buddy. All right, we're in the key of C here. If you listen to the album version, it's somewhere between the key of B and the key of C, which drove me nuts when trying to transcribe it, but I still managed to do it. If you hear any other live recordings, it's clearly in the key of C. So Billy Joel meant it to be in the key of C. How does that happen? Well, maybe the piano was a little out of tune. There are lots of reasons for that, but here we go. You listen to that and go, oh my goodness, how am I ever going to play that? You play it by slowing it down, learning each little part, playing it correctly at a slow tempo. Then the speed will come when it's ready, okay? So that's what we're going to do. Let's look at the right hand. G, C, E, 1, 2, 4. Okay? No pedal. Don't use any pedal on this. Then we're going to play the C again. Then we're going to play A, C, F with 1, 2, 5. And then A with the thumb. You already have it. And then C, F. So there's two chords. Okay? Here's the first one. Second, F chord. That's still an F chord, okay? These are accent marks, which just means you're going to go. You're going to hit those harder. Dun, 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 okay? On the left hand, we have a C down here below middle C, and then a G. I'm going to use my 2 finger, and then just 2 more Gs. Now the trick is, you play this chord with the left hand, then get your thumb out of the way so your left hand can play the next G. And you might say, Shawn, why don't I just play the G with the right hand because I already played it? Because it's hard to do this. It's hard to play repeated notes. It's not impossible, but it's hard. And if I play with a different hand, it's easier to do a repeated note. You just have to get your right hand out of the way. Like that. See, I got my thumb out of the way. Left hand comes in. Play another C. That. Left hand's already on G. A. And then a G. Now, here's how you practice it. And I'm going to look in the camera so you get this. Stay slow. Stay slow. You have to stay slow. Don't start speeding it up. We all want to do that. Don't let yourself do that. Stay slow. Play it correctly slow. And if you do that enough times, the speed will start to kick in eventually. But stay slow. Okay, back to the board. Here we go. So here we go. Let's play everyone like it's a quarter note. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again. 1, 2, play eventually maybe this fast. When I say eventually, I mean tomorrow or a couple of days from now. That's what it'll sound like going slow. Now, let me tell you a little secret about myself. I have to learn the same way you do, but it happens a lot faster for me because I played my whole life and I've dedicated a lot of years and hours earlier in life to being able to play. But the process is the same for me as it is for you. I will tell you something here. Just playing it slow like that, showing you how to do it, it made it a lot easier for me. I felt tons more comfortable playing it just now than I did when I first started this video. Really, I had to hang on a little bit when I just demonstrated it for you at the beginning of the video, and now it feels a lot more comfortable because of that slow practice. Let's get back to the board. All right, so when you go faster, it's a little easier to put those accents in there. Da, 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 da. Once you get to about this speed, it's good to stay at that speed for a while. Play at that speed a lot before you try to kick it up. Because what happens is if you don't really know it and you start to fall apart when you go faster, your brain's going to start memorizing the mistakes because you're telling it to play a different way than what's up here. Okay, so 4 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Singing starts here. Na, 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 na. Now, all right, that next measure that you heard me do, if you can play the first measure, you're going to be able to play all of this because it's more of a coordination thing than it is a speed thing. It really is. And those of you who say, I can't get my hands to play together, this is a great song to work on hand coordination. A lot of you say, oh, I need a hand independence. No, you don't. You need hand cooperation. The hands need to be able to work together. The hand independence is what you have. That's why you can't do it, because they're independent. They need to work together, cooperation. This is a great song to work on that aspect, even if you never play it up to speed. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this part 1 lesson. I hope you learned a lot, and I'll see you on the website. Talk to you later.